Got some headlines this week for the XFL. A couple of headlines we had for this past week in the XFL are as follows. First headline we had was the quarterback Luis Perez was traded to the Arlington Renegades from the Vegas Vipers, and he played in his first game this past weekend. Another headline we had was Philip Lindsay, former NFL running back, played his first game with the Seattle Sea Dragons this past week. 8 carries, 23 yards, a touchdown. We'll get into that in a second. Another headline was quarterback A.J. McCarron, Battlehawks quarterback, rather. A.J. McCarron was sidelined this past weekend with a shoulder injury. All year this year in the XFL, there have been no overtime games until this past weekend. We had 2 of them. Both thrilling games, by the way, I might add. And the final headline I have, yeah, they were. Yeah, they really were. But in the final headline I have was DC Defenders and the Houston Roughnecks both have clinched playoff berths. So run that shit up, bro. We clinched already. Yeah. We already there, bro. We already there. We chilling.
Who won it? Who won it with us?
So that's a couple of headlines I got so far. So good. But a couple of games we had was the Battlehawks beat the Vipers 21-17 in an overtime game in which they had a game without A.J. McCarron. As I mentioned, he was sidelined with the shoulder injury. They did just enough to win that game, though. They had Nick Tiano was the quarterback that took over for the Battlehawks. 19-34, 194 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. Not too sharp. He led in rushing, too, 8 carries, 51 yards. Nothing too special, but they did enough to win. Vegas Vipers, bro, I don't know why they got rid of Luis Perez. I mean, I guess they won 2 games all year. They're open to whatever at this point, so I don't know. But Jalen McClendon, 13-23, 159 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Also led in rushing. So both these quarterbacks were leading in passing and rushing. Kind of sloppy, but you know, the Battlehawks pulled it off though, man. That home crowd is a big fucking factor in St. Louis, bro. Like that's the most hype home crowd there is in the XFL, I think so.
Right. I was watching this game off and on or whatever. Like I said, it just wasn't a lot of scoring. I was watching it off and on, but like I say, the Battlehawks, man, they just got a little bit more defense, man. And like I say, A.J. McCarron not being there, whatever, really shows that, like, they really need him. They need him super bad. Yeah, they need him super bad to win these games, bro. Because I'm telling you, he's like 3 touchdowns a game type dude right now. So, like I say, if he gets better, then I think they can keep on pulling off these wins. I know they probably won maybe 3 or 4 in a row as well, too, right? I think that was like 2-2, and I think they're like 6-2 now. So they've been doing their thing too.
Yep, they won their last 3. Yep. So yeah, you got to look out for them. And if we're transferring over here, transition real quick to the Vipers' former quarterbacks team. Now the Arlington Renegades beat the Orlando Guardians 18-16. Like I said, Luis Perez went 16-25, 190 yards. Had a pretty good game in his first game with the Renegades. I think he's going to do really good for the Renegades because the quarterback they had before, I don't even remember what his name was because they released him as soon as they traded for Luis Perez. So it's going to be a good pickup for him. He seems that he's got a grasp on the game, Perez does. So I think that'll be a good deal for him.
Right.
Quentin Dormady for the Orlando Guardians, bro. This dude's been slanging it, bro. 28-43, 303 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. That dude's been slanging that shit, bro, for real.
Right.
Eli Rogers, the receiver, had 10 catches, 135 yards, and a touchdown. Like, man, they just can't win these damn games. You know, they putting up numbers.
Their defense, bro, is sorry as hell, bro. It's big time sorry. They're not going. They only play to the level of their competition, and that's a problem with the XFL. You know, some teams or whatever, man, because like the last game or whatever, they had like 35 points. You know, didn't they play y'all last week? Or that was the week before.
It was last week. Well, 2 weeks ago now. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up again.
But they scored like 35 that game, and now they're scoring to Arlington Renegades. They're scoring 16 points. That's why I don't understand. Like, for real, you got to play to a higher level or whatever, because you know your defense is not going to do anything. So you got to outscore people. But I guess that's just their problem in Orlando right now. I actually went for them this game because I thought they was on a new leaf, but clearly they're not.
Right. They're always close, no cigar. Your boy Brandon Silvers is back and went 17-36, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks as the Roughnecks beat the Brahmas 17-15 in our second overtime game this season. I know you're stoked about that, bro. They had to fight. They had to fight and claw and pinch and grasp for that one. Yep, they had to.
Another ugly game.
Yeah, it's a win though, man, and they clinched playoffs, man. You can't be too mad about it.
We did our thing, man. But like I said, the defense held us down 15 points. That's usually where we keep these guys at, or whatever. We let y'all put up like 30-something points or whatever. I was kind of expecting that a little bit, but y'all was putting that junk in the air, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Brahmas, they just not that good, man. They're just not that good. Cohen is pretty decent, but the running game, who they got over there, Mr. Patrick over there, 16 attempts, 96 yards and a touchdown. He was keeping them in the game. The running game was keeping them in the game, bro, because it's not the quarterback, because Cohen, he really ain't do that much.
Cohen sucks, 23
for 41,
Jack
190.
Sucks.
I mean, that's decent or whatever for the XFL. But when you got Cohen or whatever, go for 23 for 41, 190 yards. I mean, that's cool. But if you got the running game with Mr. Patrick over there or whatever, then you can keep in the game. But like I said, it's not going to be the quarterback play, whatever, because the Brahmas, man, really don't have a lot going for them right now, man. They probably busted out the playoffs. It's just over for them. 2-6. Yeah, I know you out the playoff.
Yeah,
race.
They're done.
For real, y'all not playing. Y'all playing the bust the brackets basically.
Yeah, and then the last game we had was the DC Defenders beat the Seattle Sea Dragons in a thriller, dude.
What to say the least?
It was a thriller, 34-33, bro. It was a thriller. Teamu went 17 of 26, 247 yards, 4 touchdowns. He got banged up in return. He's playing at a highest level all season right now, these last few games. I was hard on him early on. He started slow, but Jordan Ta'amu is balling right now, dude. Balling. Essential to our success right now. Abram Smith, 17 carries, 66 yards, a touchdown. Chris Blair, 5 catches, 148 yards, a touchdown. And then got a flip on the flip side. Ben DiNucci got his. DiNucci got his 28 of 42, 301 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Juwan Green for them, receiver, 7 receptions, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns. So this game was a thriller, man. And I'm glad DC had just enough of what it took to pull that off, man. I told you it was going to be it's going to be a close one for them, and I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have dropped it, but picked them to win. I'm glad I did. Because guess what? 4 for 4 on my picks again, motherfucker. What's good, bro? I should be a gambling guru at the XFL.
I'm telling you. Man, that boy Blair, man, with that 70-yard freaking touchdown at the end, bro, off a little slant route, man, and cut that jump straight up the field, bro. I was like, damn, bro, that couldn't have been a more perfect pass, bro, ever. You feel me?
Right.
Something that was 5 yards or whatever took that shit another 65 yards, bro. Come on, man. That was awesome. That was just freaking just being aware, man, aware of your situation. Nobody even close to this man, bro. He broke the 1 tackle, bro, and was fucking gone.
Yep, he was out of there.
For real, but it was a good game on both parts, man. Like I say, high scoring game. It was a shootout all the way to the end, bro. And the boys tried to come back at the end or whatever. Couldn't get the 2-point conversion, man. Should have just went for the 1 like he wanted to. Ben DiNucci said he wanted to go for the 1. You feel me?
Okay.
He said that stuff in the huddle when they called the timeout. He was like, man, why are we not going for 1? Why are we not going for 1? You feel me? Like,
because you play to win the game.
Not in the game like this, bro. For real. You take that shit to overtime. Be the third overtime game. Third overtime game, bro. For real.
And the overtime shit is crazy. It's like they give you like 3 chances each from inside the red zone to score and win the game. So it's like it's like a shootout format in hockey. It's like, okay, this team goes, you get a chance to score a touchdown, chance to score, same shit. Then the other team does. The other team does. The other team does. So it's like, you get 3 chances each. So if you both, score, like if one team scores 2 and the other team gets stopped the first 2, the game's over. You know what I mean? So it's like the best out of 3, scores many times. So that's a different format for the XFL, bro. And I kind of like it. It's different, but right now the DC Defenders clearly look like the team to beat headed into the postseason. Some week 9 matchups real quick. We'll just quickly run through them. But Vegas Vipers at the Houston Roughnecks. I don't even got to ask you who you're picking to win that game.
All day, every day, Roughnecks, cuz straight up.
Down,
you know what time it is.
Down, Dowgie. Cowboy. All right, I'm taking the Roughnecks as well. Definitely should be a good win for the Roughnecks. I'm going Roughnecks. Next game, Orlando Guardians at the San Antonio Brahmas. Who you got, big dog?
Oh, my God. Oh my God. I'm going with the Brahmas, bro. I'm not picking any more with Orlando for real. Y'all are dead to me, man. Y'all dead to me.
I broke that man too many times. And broke his spirit.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's too much, man. Y'all shut that shit down. Shut it down. Shut it down like Kyrie and Luka.
Shut it down. Shots fired. So, I'm actually gonna pick the Guardians to win this game, dude.
Really?
Yeah, because Quentin Dormady, I feel like he's getting this much closer every week, dude. And San Antonio Brahmas have been less impressive to me in the last few weeks than the Guardians have. The Guardians are at least showing promise. They're trying to do something. At least their offense is. Brahmas defense isn't going to be nothing that's going to too much concern them right now. Orlando's playing good. I'm going to pick the Guardians for this upset win. It's the first time I picked them all year.
Yep.
Arlington.
Probably the last two after you break your little 4-4 record. You're gonna be mad as hell when you go 3-4 this week.
Yeah, you're probably right. So Arlington Renegades at DC Defenders. I'm actually going to this game. Me and Leland, shout out Leland. Be ready to go, motherfucker. Here at 7:00 on the dot. We got to roll out this bitch. We going to DC. We're going to go check out the game, bro. We're going to go check it out. So I got DC all day, every day. Okay.
I still got DC, man. Y'all rolling right now, man, for real.
Right.
Like you said, y'all the team to beat right now, man, for real. Y'all showing promise, man. Y'all got the offense and defense on lock right now. Y'all doing big things.
Right. It's going to be more interesting now, though. Now Luis Perez is the quarterback for the Renegades now. So I'm going to get to see him, Davion Smith, former Michigan running back for the Renegades. So at least they'll probably make it a little interesting. I don't want to go out there and see him fucking blow them out like crazy. So it'll be a little interesting, but yep, DC, let's go. So the Seattle Sea Dragons at the St. Louis Battlehawks. Who do you have in this game, bro? You know my honest opinion? I think this game depends solely on if AJ McCarron plays or not.
Right.
Solely. Like, I don't know how bad that shoulder injury was or not, but honestly, I don't like picking games like that, but he's that big of a difference maker to the Battlehawks team. You know what I'm saying? The man's balling. If he's playing, the Battlehawks win this game versus Sea Dragons. The Sea Dragons have been doing good, 5-1 in the last 6 games. They just lost to DC, like we talked about, but I think the Sea Dragons win if McCarron's not playing. I think if he is playing, I got the Battlehawks. So we'll have to wait and see who's playing and then go based off of that. I hate picking games like that, but that's my honest assessment.
I think Sea Dragon's gonna win regardless if he plays or not, man.
Oh, word.
Yeah, because he's not. Yeah, because he's not 100%. You feel me? With a shoulder injury, especially if it's his throat and shoulder. Oh yeah, man, for real. It take you a couple weeks to really get back off of that thing, man. So I'm gonna have to go to Sea Dragons, man. Like I said, with Phillip Lindsay over there, whatever. Now he got a game in. He can see the pace and stuff like that, or whatever. Josh Gordon and those guys, man. Ben DiNucci. I just feel like that. I just feel like they're better what their record is. I really do, man. They can easily be 7-1 right now. You know what I'm saying? Because them boys play hard every game.
Yeah, they do. That's a good pick. All right, bet that. We'll see where that shit takes us and go from there. I'm going to the game, y'all. So I'll holler back next week when we get back on here and let y'all know how that goes. I'm going to the game. DC!